As you can see there, I've got all the wild, Fabregas. I bought him just to spice up the midfield. Company, VERTONGHEN, who I'm considering selling. Glink, who I'm going to keep. I've got some use for him. But these are all the top players. Testegen, who playing against is a pain in the ass, but I've got him. And I've got an alternative to the squads that I'm using as well, involving him as well. So I don't know if I've got any use for him anymore. I might just sell him. I'll probably get some profit out of it. I bought him for 9,500. I'll probably get some profit out of it. And he hasn't scored that much for me. I'm alright, he's a defender. But, I mean, come on. You know, 1 goal, 4 yellow cards, 43 games played. Yeah. We'll have to wait and see on that one. I've got him. I think I packed him. Yeah, packed him, first owner. And I've only played 3 games with him, but I'm looking to use him. I've got these German keepers galore. I mean, look at that. I've got Leno, and I've got Horn there as well. I've got Gundogan, who I went out and bought for... I did go out and buy him at first, and then I packed him, and I just cashed in on the money from there as well. So he's got an engine on him, stick an engine on him. He's probably pretty much like Fabregas as well. The only thing they lack, well, the only thing Fabregas lacks is pace. He's got that little bit more pace than Fabregas, but I'll explain that in a second when I show you the team that I'm using. I've got Mata, I've got Bailly, who I went out and bought for 10.25, and I used him. I used the opportunity to buy him with the Hummels money that I got, because I sold Hummels for 40. I think it was 43k that I sold him for, if I remember correctly. So I went out and got him as well. I wanted to keep Hummels, but there was no use for him, so I thought I might as well cash in. Sold him for 40k, 43k at the most, and went out and got him. I tried to get him cheap, it wasn't happening, so I wanted him in my squads, and I've got him as well, because he's a pain in the ass to play against, you know, and he is very, very strong for a regular card. And he's got 4 goals and 1 assist as well, so yeah. So for me, and he's been playing very well for me. He really has. I can't deny it. Yes, he has made some mistakes, but you know, we all make mistakes. My number 1 keeper, I'll show you them, Mr. Thibaut Courtois, 48k. Very worth it. I got him well before I got the Bailly and all that stuff and everything. And if you can't get hold of what I call him, De Gea, go out and get this guy. Okay, he's the best alternative to here if you can't get out, or even a Neuer as well, because he's probably the third best keeper on this game. Yes, there's LUIZ as well. He does well, and he's only made 1 mistake for me at the moment, and most of the time he's kept me in games, and I find myself winning games in squad battles that by all rights I probably shouldn't be winning. And I did win a lot of games in the last one, but I got screwed over. But hopefully that will not happen this week. But he is very much worth 48k or 50k or whatever he is. You can get him. So if you have the coins to get him, go and do it. There's Fabregas as well. Like I say, he lacks pace. That's the only thing he lacks. I got him for 18,500. 80 games. You know, stick an engine on him, and you've got him basically. His passing's amazing. You can bring him up to a level of a Pirlo as well, and he's just a joy. He really is an absolute joy. But that's the only thing, like I say, he lacks his pace. So that's the only downfall to him in that respect, for me anyway. I've got Matic, who's an alternative to Bakayoko, who's an alternative. You know, I've got 3 key centre defensive midfield players that I use. He's one, Bakayoko's the other one, and Wanyama is the other one as well. And I'll show you that in a second. UMTITI as well. He's another guy that I'm going to use in the alternative way. I did have him untradeable, but I went out and got him for 3,300. Yeah, it was worth it. You know, I want him in the team, so I wanted to use him as well. And I will get rid of that backbone because he's not a backbone player as well. And Willian, who I got for packed, which I was very pleased about. And he's been kicking butt for me. 46 games played, scored 11 goals. And recently he's been on a vein of form as well, so I can't complain. In that respect, I don't use him much as well. 2,500. I highly doubt he's that now. Let me just check. I highly doubt it. He's 2,500 now. How much is he going for? It's right about that mark. It's probably the same price, if I'm being honest with you, as well. But I don't use him that much. But he's done very well for me when I have used him. 114 games played, 16 goals, 13 assists. So I can't complain. He's got skill moves, but it's lacking pace. Maybe I need to stick something on him, like a what I call a card on him or something. Well, we'll see. I might use him again. This guy's OP. I don't care. 2,300. 160 goals, 160 goals in 400 odd games, and 135 assists as well. If you haven't got him, unless you've got a informed striker version or a special card of him, an alternative for that amount of coins. I don't know how much he is now. I don't think he's that much in terms of the coins, in respect of the coins, I should say. But where is he? Right, there we are. I don't think he's that much money in that respect. I don't know how much he is, to be honest with you. I can get a profit on him if I wanted to, but I'm not going to because, like I say, he's just a tank. He really is an absolute tank. This guy was my other... But he's my backup now. I've used him. He's been very good for me. 293 games played, but he was just falling out of favour with me at the moment, and it was getting to that point where you needed a new keeper. I would recommend him if you're just starting out, or if you still can't afford a Courtois or a LUIZ or anything like that. Go out and get him. He is very much worth the price and everything, but I managed to pack him. I think I bought him at one point as well, and I managed to cash in on the coin, if I remember correctly, because I ended up packing him. So when you pack somebody, you take him in, boom, it's there. So I can make a profit on him. Junji Kagawa, I don't know if I'm ever going to use him, to be honest, as well. Carvalho, and I've got them in ideas for them in other teams as well. Mascherano, the OP, may use him as well. Rui as well, the Portuguese keeper. I don't know if I've got any room for him, but I'll keep him for now. These are all the decent players that I've got as well. Jonas, I don't know as well. I'm glad I've got him as a right back, so I can use him in a La Liga blend, as I suppose you can call team that I'm trying to put together. I've got him. Toprak is his name. I hope I said that right. Turkish defender from Borussia Dortmund. The Real Madrid legend himself, Mr. Iker Casillas. I hope I said that right. And I've already got him on loan, but I've got him here as well. 1,500 coins that cost me. There's my other to the three that I mentioned, to the other two that I mentioned in the three central defensive midfielders, which is Wanyama. I put a backbone on him, like a backbone chemistry style card on him. He is OP. He very rarely lets things past. Yes, he has a red card, but that was bullshit. I'll be honest with you, because as you can see there, put a backbone on him, and that 91 is not 91 anymore. I can probably show you that right now. Physical style, strength, 93. Yeah, stick a backbone card on him, and that's gone up big time. It's definitely gone up big time on that. So yeah, the modern day version of the left midfield Anachovic. I've used him in left midfield, but I always thought he was better as a striker, as West Ham are finding out, quite frankly, as well. because I mean, if you watch Nick 2018, he basically did a series on him and called him the poor man's Zlatan as well. And if you give him the opportunity, and I've used him in career mode on previous FIFAs as well, he's good up front. Right-sided player, right-footed player. Stick him on the right side of the attack. You're in business as well. And the pace might improve as well, to be honest. If you stick a pacey card on him, combine that with the shooting as well, and maybe the physical if you've got it, and the dribbling as well, which is, yeah. I'll leave you guys to work that one out yourselves. I've got him. I took a risk buying this guy, 8,500 coins he cost me, because personally in real life, I can't stand him. I'll never forget what he did when he came up to Middlesbrough with Man City before we got relegated, the season when we got relegated, which was towards the end of the season after Karanka got sacked. And he came up and basically dived and cost us the match against Man City to the point where Fabio wanted to chin him. So, yeah, I've never forgotten that, you twat. Anyway, there's Bakayoko, the other one as well. He's good as well. Rudiger. Well, I can't pronounce his name, sorry. If I pronounced that wrong, I apologise. But he's very good as well. I can't fault that. And I can also use him as an advantage as well in terms of like a Chelsea team, and I've got like a Chelsea backline or whatever, and a few other bits here and there as well, in terms of adding German players to the squad as well. So yeah, but I can't complain with him. He's very good. He just needs a chemistry style card on him, and I'm sure he'll be even better. Yep, Mr. Inter Milan himself, Daniel Sturridge. I've got Trapp. I've got Carlos Vela. I don't think I have any use for him, but I packed him as well. A few German players here and there. Yes, I've got the Chelsea. I think I packed the Chelsea Olivier Giroud at one point. I don't think I have the Arsenal one anymore because I had him in untradeable at one point. I might still have him. I don't know. But yeah. Vieira, there's the Spanish player. Rose, who's the perfect alternative to Klasnak as well. For me anyway. Leighton Baines, I just wanted the left back, a bit of left back there, and I brought him back as well. Even I got rid of him a few times, but I brought him back as well just to beef up the backup in terms of my right backs as well, because I'm very short on right backs as well. I've got two right backs in Bellerin and Aurier from Spurs, who's a former PSG player as well, and them two are the best ones out of the lot, at least until I get like Kyle Walker or something like that. But I'll explain that in a second. Got a few Italian players here. I've got Barkley as well from Everton, he's been phenomenal. He really has. Look at that, 650 games, 187 goals, a weak foot, 5-star weak foot. He's just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. As well, Zaha's here as well, and I think I got Barkley again. Yep, I got the Chelsea boy. I got the Chelsea version as well, 2K. I thought I'd go out and get it as well. I might keep them both and see what happens, but it could be an alternative, and I've played with him once. So there you go. And as well, and I got Jesus as part of that deal with Hummels as well, and he's done very well for me. If you haven't got the opportunity, guys, 4,500 he cost me. That's how much he is now, apparently, round about that. I think the maximum price is 4,900 to get him. It might have gone up as I've done this. It might have gone down even as I've done this as well. But at the moment right now, he's got 9 assists, 1 yellow card, but he's got 22 goals in 56 games. So I can't complain. Can't complain. Kane as well. I'm considering selling him or getting rid of him in SPCs. Yeah, I did a few times as well, but I don't think I've got any use for him anymore, to be honest. I'm really going to look through this team, this squad that I've got, and find out who the players that I should keep and who the players that I shouldn't keep if I've got, and just waiting there as well. Sanchez as well. Sueto, the man who used to be good, and Boise gone down as well. A few Italian players here and there from Serie A. Chamberlain, the Ox, you and I together always having so much fun. And we had so much fun as well because I packed him. He was my very first pack player, or quality pack player as well. And yeah, he was phenomenal for me. Look at that, 22 goals in 81 games. Can't complain. 14 assists, 2 to go with that as well. And he's tradable, so I may cash in him. I don't know. LUIZ Gustavo as well, played 19 with him as well. He looks a beast. I've played with him a few times. I had a Brazilian team that I tried out. The legend that is Kaká as well, who's now retired. So I would imagine, I would imagine he would be worth something surely, but you know, this is FIFA, ladies and gentlemen. He's probably not worth a lot. You know, how much is he going for? Yep. They priced him up to that part anyway. The prices is like right up there. I'll have to look on Footbin for that. The proper price, that is. But I don't think he's going for them prices. Anyway, I've got a few players here as well. Dos Santos as well. A few Roma players as well. Belgian midfielder. Spanish player as well. I've got him. I kept him for the alternative. I've got Rashford as well. A few players down here as well. I don't think I've got any use for him anymore, but he was really good for me in respects of, you know, what I was looking for. He was really good, really good. You know, the left-sided player and everything. I might start using him again and stick a chemistry style on him. I don't know. Carroll, I did have him at first, and then I got rid of him because I already got the Footmas Carroll, which I'll show you in a second. As well, there's the alternate. There's the other card, the regular card of Braithwaite. Yeah, all these ones are just probably ones I'm not going to get in the games. These are the rare cards as well. Gordon Bennett, got so much stuff in this place, let me tell you. And there's I packed him. I'm going to use him in the Middlesbrough team as well. That loanee from Everton as well, Mohammed. I might try him. We'll see. Like I say, if I can use that Middlesbrough team there to use, which I will do at some point. I just don't know how. There's Claudio Bravo. I mean, Darren Randolph. I say that because he's been playing like Bravo this season. There's most of these silvers that I've got here, guys, are mainly Middlesbrough players. There's my guy. That's my boy. I love that guy. He's an absolute pleasure to watch. He really is. And a defender's worst nightmare, ladies and gents. Oh my God, he's a joy to watch. A Dema Traore. And apparently his red card against Sunderland got overturned. So he'll be available, I'm sure, for Friday. As I'm doing this right now, it is Wednesday. I'm sure he'll be available for Friday's match with Leeds, which I'm very much looking forward to. Because if you're a Leeds fan, ladies and gentlemen, the last thing you wanted him suspended. Because I'm telling you this right now, if he's playing on Friday, he's going to rip you guys a new ass. Let me tell you. Right, most of these now are just bronzes. I'm going to go with the special cards quickly as well. This might be a long video, guys. If it is, I apologise. There's the 3 special cards there, as I've already showed you. There's the Pirlo that I got in the SBC as well. I used his Footmas card. I got his Footmas card for free in the weekly objectives. And, yeah, it was pants, really. So I decided to use that Footmas card in exchange for this one as well. And I don't care what anyone says, guys. He's the best passer in the game by a mile. And he's pacey too at times because he can put a shift in as well. But in terms of passing, if you get the right passing and the right ball out, he's just tremendous. Ibrahimovic, people were always like, don't spend over. I spent over 100k to get the right players to get him. And people were like, don't do that. He's not worth it and everything like that. He's not worth it there. Look at the results. 458 games, 297 goals. He's my top scorer, 177 assists, and you tell me he wasn't worth it. And he's untradeable too. Yeah, tell me he's not worth it. Yeah, you're out of your fucking minds, let me tell you. Anywho, I packed him as well, Lanzini, which I'm sure you saw in another video that I did that I put up on the channel. I haven't used him that much as well. And I've also got his regular card as well, which I'm looking to use in an SBC down the road. Like I say, I've got his regular card, but I've got this card as well. I never really got the chance to use him that much like I did on his regular card, because his regular card was good, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, you heard me correctly, Andy Carroll is good in this game. There's a novelty act for you, go figure. Anyway, and this guy's good as well. I packed him in a random gold upgrade SBC, and it was a pleasure to pack him, to be honest with you, because he's been phenomenal. Stick him in a cam. He's pace, dribbling. I hit the jackpot with this guy, I'm not even going to lie. And the best thing about it is he's untradeable. And I won't be trading him. So, yeah, I'll probably trade him. Marcelo, got him in there as well. I might use him for the Spanish setup that I'm trying to do. Or what I'm trying to do in terms of blending a Spanish team in with a Premier League team. I might use him as well. But if not, I'll keep him for future SBCs should I need to as well. I mean, them stats at the bottom look good as well, the 85 and 86. But anyway, yep, I got him in a random Premier League upgrade as well. I got him as well, but I don't really use them two that much. I only use them as backup, and I don't think I have any chance of using him, although I might do, just to see what he's like. But yes, he is a Newcastle player, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not even going to pronounce his name, but I think you get the gist. So there you go. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see on using these two. I have no idea if I'm going to use these two, but I can't sell them anyway, even if I wanted to, because they're untradeable. So there you have it, guys. That is my club, what's in my club in terms of players. So I'm going to show you and explain the little bits that I've been using in terms of formations. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a 4-1-2-1-2. I have been regularly mostly using a 4-2-3 or 4-3-2-1, excuse me, and a 4-2-3-1 as well. 4-3-2-1 narrow as well. That's worked for me as well. But I looked this guy up on YouTube in terms of what I wanted to do for the FUTs. The FUT. I forgot what they call it now. For Pete's sake. Let me just say, yeah, the FUT champions. That's it. The FUT champions. That's it. Sorry, I had a bit of a brain fart there. I apologise. And he came up with this here, the 4-1-2-1-2-2, which is narrow. And let me tell you guys, from what I've been using this on squad battles a lot, and I've used it on occasions as well, getting into FUT champions. But I haven't. I've not gonna lie, I've got past one round, but FUT champions needs a lot of work. Needs a lot of work than I thought with me. So I hope to get in there at some point, and you will see that on this channel when I eventually do. And you never know, I might stream it at some point if I do get him. So, you know, other than that, it is what it is. But there's my team at the moment, and I do change this at times to a 4-3-2-1 as well. Jesus is there as well, Sterling as well. I also got him. I forgot about him as well. I did buy him at first. I sold the PSG one for 4,600, or round about that figure as well. And then I bought him, but then I ended up packing him. So, so you know, win-win situation as well. So I ended up getting him. He's a Spurs player now, and he is very useful in this team as well, because it's more like a Premier League team that I use. And yeah, he's very useful now. He has joined Spurs as well. Morata as well. He was untradeable. He's all right. I can't complain. I don't think I've got any use for him in respect of what I've got with this guy. But yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day. But there's like I said, there's the team that I've been using. There's the player instructions as well for this team. You know, 4-1-2-1-2. You know, you keep it simple, but to give you that width as well, you have to have your right back and left back not staying back and attacking, but overlapping as well. It gives you that width, and that's why you want pacey players like this man right here. Yes, he sucks at a few things as well, dribbling and and that. But I don't think he does in terms. The thing is with Bellerin on this game, his big advantage on this game is pace. I mean, look at the attribute there, the pace. 96 acceleration, 94 sprint speed. That's what you need. He's got great agility as well. The other thing he lacks, there's a bit of slide tackle in there as well, but the other thing he lacks, but his main strong point is pace. That's what he's used for. Because if you get the ball to him and you haven't run at a defender, trust me, it's like watching Traore at times. It really is. Just and he goes through a defender, and the defenders that you play against basically crap their pants. This guy is basically he's just good on physical. It's physical. It's a physical thing with him as well, and he has a good sprint speed as well. No question about that. But it's his aggression and the physicality as well. And if there's an alternative, if he gets run out, I use, where is he? Mr. Rose here as well. And there's Rose, Danny Rose as well. And he's got some good stats as well on him. But I need to put a chemistry style on him as well. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. And this guy here, I packed this guy untradeable. And I'm very glad I did, because he would have cost me an arm and a leg. And he's been nothing but OP. He really has. If you haven't got him, I highly recommend him as your centre-back. Get him if you haven't got the opportunity. I think he's a great alternative to Vertonghen as well. Considering I use the other ones as well, like the Companies and the Other Wilds and all that stuff. So he's a very good alternative as well. So if you haven't got him, go and get him as well. And if you've got him in untradeable like I have, hey, win-win. No doubt about it. But I usually use this one as well, and then I change to 4-3-2-1, as I say. You've seen the... Did I show you the thing there? Oh, hang on. I'm losing my mind here, guys. There's the right back and the defensive there. If you want to pause this video and you want to try this yourself, go right ahead. I use... Getting into the box for crosses is more like getting forward, to me. Because you want somebody to do that, at least. Stay forward on the centre and midfield player, and cutting out passes and staying back while attacking as well. You can't do that on 4-3-2-1. You have to do like an alternative thing as well with that. And I have changed that as well. And where's the balance there? And it's pretty much the same with the left side as well, with Fabregas, as you can see there as well. Stay central with him, just keep him as he is, and drift wide and get him behind as well, which I pretty much use him as well when I use him in a 4-3-2-1 as well. Drift wide, get him behind, and I use Zlatan to stay central as well, unless I've got like a Jesus in there as well, which works as well. If you've got like a Jesus in there, you use getting behind. But if you've got someone as big as Zlatan, you know, you just keep him stay central. And considering the fact it's not his regular card, I've actually put a hunter on him, and his pace has improved. If you put a hunter, his pace will improve to the point. I mean, his pace at the moment, if I can get it out there, is 66, and it goes to about 70 odd. So there is some pace there, not a lot, but there is some there. So just keep him as he is on like the balance attack as well. And the same with whoever you put on the left side as well. You know, drift wide, get him behind as well. Just like with Salah as well. If you're playing a 4-3-2-1, which I usually do, I usually change during the game, which I swap him for Son, because I usually put Son on the left-hand side as well. In that as well. And usually it's him stay back while attacking and him get forward. And I always have my right back and left back overlaps as well. So, you know, if you want any more information, guys, drop it down and I'll do another video on that as well, on the tactics that I use. But the tactics that I'm using at the moment, guys, I don't think I've shown you the custom tactics, have I? I'll put the custom tactics up. The tactics that I've been using have been very, very effective. Yes, I've had some mistakes. Yes, I've had some retarded moments. I'm not even going to lie. It's a choice with this one here as well, because you've got this one here, but it's a choice. You can have it organised or you can have a free roam. It's up to you at the end of the day. I think organised is better, because you're not having anyone panic around and everything. Yes, you can cover. So if your player goes out of position, the other player will come in and cover you and everything like that. So it's no big deal on that one as well. I've managed to create chances out of this. They say if you put it on free roam, it gives you an opportunity to create chances. I've managed to create chances out of this, so it is what it is. And yeah, that's it, guys. That's all you need to know about my club. Hope you guys have enjoyed that as well. I'll try and break this video down into little bits as well, if you can, to not make it as long. It's going to be a long video, guys, so hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys enjoyed me looking back on my team as well. And I will put up a video upcoming with no commentary, guys. I'm warning you now, there's going to be no commentary. I'll give you an example of how good this formation, this 4-1-2-1-2 formation is, and the style of play that I use in an online match that I'll put up as well, because I played an online game today as I'm recording this as well, and it was an online seasoned game, and boy oh boy did I rip this guy a new ass, let me tell you. But I'll put that up on a separate video because I don't want to make this too long. It's probably already going to be as long as it is with me going through all this as well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.